Tottenham fans have been asking for this for a very, very long time. It's the biggest rebuild in our club's history. Let's get into it.
Here's Dele Alli, here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they've done it! I cannot believe it! Lucas Moura with the last kick of the game. The Ajax players collapse to the ground. Tottenham Hotspur are heading to the Champions League final.
So guys, last episode you saw we finished the season. We finished the season in 8th. At the time, I didn't think we got European qualification. However, we've qualified for the qualification stages. Sounds a bit odd, of the Conference League. So you can see in the top right-hand corner, we won 6-0 and 4-0 in those. I'm going to show you the team. I'm going to show you the players we signed, players we sold, and then we will get into the save, where you'll see us play Palace, Wolves, and Arsenal. I'm not going to show the Conference League qualifier because it's piss easy. And I'm not going to show a lot of the Conference League if we qualify as well, because it's just boring, isn't it? The knockout stages are where it's at. So the first player we have signed is Emi Martinez. Now, I made a TikTok at DA_vids19 on TikTok. I made a TikTok after I made this transfer, actually wearing the shirt as well, saying, like, almost partying, when your number one summer transfer type becomes transfer listed. Roma transfer listed Martinez at the end of the season for £20 million. Managed to get him down to 19,750 or 1975. He's homegrown. He's been one of our choices for goalkeeper. I said it last season, he was my main choice, and it was nice and easy to bring him in. I'm extremely happy, and I'm confident he can be the keeper we need to drag us towards as many trophies as possible this season. The next player we signed is current Tottenham fullback Pedro Porro. We signed him from Liverpool. He was a lot more expensive than I expected. It was 35 million up front, loads of money in add-ons if we win the league, if we qualify for the Champions League, etc., etc. That brings the total cost for him for 95 million. A fullback in his prime. All right, he only played 9 games for Liverpool last year. And it's a significant increase on the price they paid, but he was my first choice. I'm really excited to use him, and he's been fantastic in pre-season so far. For £22.5 million, former Manchester City and Everton and England centre-back John Stones, £22.5 million. John Stones looks absolutely sensational. I decided to go for him instead of a left-sided centre-back. I think it was better value for money. I think he's more of a leader. I think he's more of a role model in that defence, and I think him alongside Romero will be a fantastic partnership going forward for the entire season. We paid £50 million European we paid a £50 million release clause for Manu Kone. Now, I believe he's been linked to Chelsea in real life, although who hasn't? We brought him in to play that roaming playmaker role. When I saw him and I saw his release clause, I couldn't not. He looks absolutely fantastic. At only 24 years old, he's a world-class defensive midfielder. He's got the pace, he's got the energy, he's got the fitness, he's got the passing, and I'm really, really excited. He can play anywhere in our midfield three, maybe not as much the Mazzala, but definitely the central midfield and the deep line the roaming playmaker. So I'm fully confident he's going to be an outstanding player for us this season, and he's a player I've never used before, so I'm really, really excited. And on the topic of players I've never used before, £50 million signed us Argentinian World Cup winner and former Benfica midfielder Enzo Fernandez. Now, he hadn't joined Chelsea yet. He's a player I've never ever used before, and he's a player that I believe Spurs should have been looking at in that conversation if we wanted a serious rebuild. So I didn't hesitate to go for him in that central midfield role. I think he'll be absolutely fantastic. And for only 50 million, those two players, those two 24-year-old midfielders, Kone and Fernandez, for £100 million combined, a majority of that in add-ons and bonuses and installments, I think is a fantastic deal for the club, fantastic deal for myself, and I'm super excited to see them both in action. In a deal package that totals £75 million, we brought in Argentinian World Cup winner, there's 2 of them so far that we've signed, and former Brighton midfielder Alex McAllister. Now, he looks fantastic in that Mazzala role. I was really, really excited when I saw his stats and the price they wanted. I believe I paid 35 million up front. like 15 million if we're in the league, 10 million if we qualify for Europe. All those add-ons will come out of a future transfer budget that allows us to have a player who's going to be in our squad for the entire time we manage Spurs, which is fantastic. I think it's a great deal. He's been fantastic in pre-season so far, and I'm super, super excited to see how this midfield gets on. That midfield trio that we brought in, I think for a combined total of 175 million pounds. Like I said, I've only spent probably less than 100 million of that up front. I think is a fantastic move for the club, and I'm really, really excited. For £15.5 million, former Brentford and Warsaw fullback Rico Henry joins. He's come in as a fringe player. He's a great rotation option. I believe he's got the stats to. I believe he's got the stats to be a fantastic rotational option. He's not cost us a lot. He's not going to want to play a lot. I think it's money well spent. Into the final three players then. Salisu left and we signed for his release clause. I believe it was about £25 million. Ivan Ndika is a fantastic player. I've loved him on previous Football Managers. Got him in as an impact sub. 6'4", left-footed. He'll give us plenty of options in rotation at centre-back. And I think he's a great money move for us. I know I can rely on him. I've used him plenty of times. I know I can rely on him. So I'm really, really happy with that. And then on to the final two players, both former Newcastle players. Callum Wilson joins on a free contract. He's still got good stats, still got good pace, still got good natural fitness, and he'd be a good homegrown rotation option. And on the topic of homegrown, we bring in Nick Pope as well. I believe it was about £5 million as a rotational keeper, homegrown again, 6'5". He's 33. He's not going to want to play a lot. I think it was a fantastic move as well. So all in all, we've built a fantastic squad. I'm going to go through the sales in a moment. We've built a fantastic squad, and I'm really, really confident that this squad is capable of going all the way in the Conference League, the FA Cup, and the Premier League. So let's see. Now to get into the transfer sales. So the first outgoing was Davinson Sanchez for 20 million to Crystal Palace. Karsdorp went to Monaco for 22 million. Ake went to Leicester for 38 million, although it was only 30 million up front. Brian Hill went to Real Sociedad for 15 million. Evan Ellison, I don't know how to say that. They Barcelona and Real Madrid got into a bidding war. In the end, it was about 60 million up front, and the rest in add-ons. Eric Dyer went to Liverpool for 32.5 million. Spinazzola to Inter for 5 million. Ben Davies to Rennes for 18 million. Jonathan Burkhardt went to Bayer Leverkusen for £30 million. Basuma went to Dortmund for £65 million. Unfortunately, only £40 million of that is up front, but can't argue too much. Salisu went to Roma for 25 million. And then on the outgoings, I don't know why it split it over both seasons. Højbjerg went to Atletico Madrid for 35 million. Dane Scarlett went to West Ham on loan. They bid almost £90 million to sign him. But I was adamant he was not going. I was bringing him in on loan, and that was that. So, a great transfer window, a great chance to rebuild. You're going to see us play Palace, Wolves, and Arsenal in this episode. And then the next, I'll probably do Man United, Man City in an episode as well. We'll see how it goes for the Conference League first. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. That's our massive Tottenham rebuild. Let me know what you think. Would you have done differently? Let's get into the first game. Here we go then. The starting 11 I showed you when going through the transfers is the 11 we're going with. For the first time this season, Emi Martinez, Destiny, Stones, Romero and Pedro Porro, Kone, Son, McAllister, Fernandez and Kulusevski with Harry Kane up top. At home to Crystal Palace, first game of the season. Can we secure the 3 points? I bloody well hope so. Got a highlight already. Pedro Porro on the right-hand side. I'm excited to see how he plays. Just disappointed with how much we had to pay to get him, but it's one of those things you live and you learn. Heung-min Son on the left-hand side scored his first Premier League goal against Crystal Palace way back when. We've given the ball away, and Martinez makes an exquisite save. I want to see efficiency in this game. I want to see us control possession, and I want to see us take our chances. Half-time, 0-0. Once we get our mojo going, I think we'll be fine. I think it's just a case of... just struggling to get that go-ahead goal. The team's new, bear in mind. It's not played together a lot. So yeah, maybe that's what's needed. Destiny on the left-hand side. Kone. looking for options, goes for the far side, but narrowly puts it, I say narrowly, puts it over the bar. A couple of people have said to me as well about playing on extended highlights and playing only 2 games an episode maximum, but showing you guys the highlights. So I may well be showing you guys more highlights. So I may well be inclined to do that. That'll be from the next episode. Yeah, that'll be from the next episode. I'll make that change. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So you guys will see less games, but you'll see more of the games that we do play. Palace knocking it around quite nicely here into Wilfried Zaha, tackled by Romero, who gives the ball back to Zaha, back into the Palace player, off the post. And now Romero can clear, and it's Heung-min Son on the left-hand side. Can he find his options? Can he find his options into McAllister? McAllister with a great through ball to Harry Kane. He hasn't quite got the pace that he used to have. Not well, Kane never used to have pace, but you know what I mean. He's still a little bit slower than he used to be. Ball hoofed long to Kygo, who puts a great ball into the box, and it's Wilfried Zaha and Martinez with an exquisite save. I'm expecting more from you lads. I'm expecting more. Kane intercepts it. Son picks it up now. Can he find the right pass? Can he find the pass quick enough? Into McAllister. Kevin. Destiny on the left-hand side. Ball defended quite well, but falls to the edge of the box with Heung-min Son, who can bend it into the top corner. And it's Heung-min Son with his second goal of the campaign in all competitions, who put Spurs 1-0 to the good. We've more than deserved it, I feel. We're not at our best. We haven't got out of second gear, but I feel like we still deserve to come away with 3 points here. Destiny's shot blocked, poorly headed clear. Son takes one touch, and with the second, bends it into the top corner. Richarlison's going to come on now, give us that extra boost of pace up front. Hopefully we can get the second goal and come away with all 3 points. There's no sign of Richarlison. McAllister takes a touch again. Out wide to Kulusevski, who's got options. He's bombing forward. Can he put it back in on his left foot? He can't. Pedro Porro, can he cross it in from deep? He doesn't. Enzo Fernandez tries to slip in Kulusevski again, but gives the ball away. Kone on the left-hand side. Fantastic tackle by the Palace defender. Kone cuts it back. McAllister, Kulusevski, Enzo Fernandez! Looks like he took a deflection there, but that's a great bit of one-touch play. Over and over into Enzo Fernandez and then into the back of the net. What a team goal that was. Kone, fantastic tackle from the Palace player, but he stays on his feet, cuts the ball back to McAllister. First time to Kulusevski, second touch into Enzo Fernandez. It does take a deflection, but it finds its way into the bottom corner. We don't complain about those. 2 goals, a clean sheet, and it looks like we're going to take 3 points away from 3 points from North London. From the end of this fixture. Kulusevski drops the ball down. Pedro Porro can run onto it. Can we make it a third? It would be a fantastic start to the season if we can come away 3 goals, clean sheet, and 3 points from Palace at home. Porro crosses the ball in, takes a massive deflection. Sam Johnson drops it. Kulusevski knocks it down. Heung-min Son! And it's 3-0. And oh my words, I'm loving managing Spurs, man. Absolutely loving it. Heung-min Son with the brace in his first league game under my management. Pedro Porro puts the cross into the box, takes a massive fuck-off deflection. Sam Johnston can't grab it. Kulusevski smart thinking, and Heung-min Son with a first-time shot puts it the opposite side of the goal to Sam Johnston. It's 3 goals, it's 3 points, and it's a clean sheet. Come on, you Spurs! So after that 3-0 win against Palace, we beat Slovan Liberec 4-0, Wolves 2-0, Slovan Liberec 1-0 again, and now we go into the Arsenal game. I don't really know what kind of games I'm going to play, to be fair. I think the Chelsea game is important to have. So it might be Chelsea, Man United, and Man City in the next game. To be honest with you, right, I don't know how it's going to work with having extended highlights on. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work or how that's going to impact the length of the recording. I guess I could just put in the more narrow highlights. So We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And I'll see how long it takes to get through the whole game. And then I can work out how many games we can fit into an episode. Porro with a good ball in. Harry Kane can't quite win the header. Arsenal away at the Emirates. Not a place Spurs have been even remotely successful in the last decade. At least decade and a half, probably. I don't remember the last time we won away at the Emirates, to be honest. So, it would be a massive statement for ourselves. They beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield as well. So it'd be a massive statement for ourselves to come away with 3 points. I think we've got the squad to do it. I think we've got the tactics to do it. I think we just need the players to come together, grab the game and the occasion by the scruff of the neck and come away with 3 points. I think that's the most important thing. McAllister, ball into Heung-min Son, and this is a good place to start. Should have put the ball across the box. He should have put the ball across the box. Destiny again. Options in the box. Can he find Kane or Son? He finds Harry Kane, and it's a great save from Da Costa. Quite close there, to be fair. Point blank range. So you'd probably be pissed if your keeper didn't save that. But Martinelli on the right-hand side. Pedro Porro equal to him. And Romero equal to Emile Smith-Rowe. This is tough, man. This is tough. 5 minutes of highlights in the first half. Jesus weepers. I might just play the 2 games in episode, we can mix it up a little bit and whatever, put more emphasis on seeing more chances in a game. Tomiyasu, Son, Husic clear. McAllister now. Ward-Prowse picks it up, no one near him. Pedro Porro picks it up now. Kulusevski. Man, we just don't seem to be as quick to want to counter-attack as I would hope. I definitely think we need some pace up front, but I don't know. The logic would suggest Richarlison, but in this game, I feel like I'm going to regret taking Kane away when the chances are fizzed across the box. If you get one of those kind of chances where the ball's fizzed across the box, then you want Harry Kane in the middle to deal with it. And unfortunately, man, why just stand there? Why just stand there? No need for it at all. No need for it at all. And Emile Smith-Rowe, and there's the goal, and I can't believe it. I'm absolutely fuming. Kulusevski just takes 45 minutes on the ball. Why can't I shout on my players? Kulusevski just takes 45 minutes on the fucking ball to make a decision, man. Of course it's allowed. Of course it is. Half time. 1-0 down. It's been shit. It's just been shit. I'll give it another 15, 20 minutes and then I'll put Son up front, I think. If Kane hasn't scored by 60th minute, then I'll put Son up front, give us that bit more pace in behind. Pedro Porro with a ball down to Kulusevski. His last kick of the game, and he plays it into Kane. He makes it 1-1. My reaction was a bit delayed there. I don't know what I was trying to say. Fantastic ball from Kulusevski. Fantastic finish from Harry Kane. And that's why you keep him on, man. This is the problem when you've got an elite level goal scorer, but without the pace. You have to keep him on. Pedro Porro was into Kulusevski. It's a fantastic ball. Cuts on the inside. And it's a great run by Kane, and Kane's always going to finish from there. I'm still going to take him off anyway. I want to see if we can turn this game on its head with the substitutes. Ball into Martinelli. Martinez with an outstanding save again, man. He's the only fucking reason we are still in this game. He's the only reason we are still in this game. He has been nothing short of fucking amazing. Nothing short of amazing. So I'm waiting for him to have a stinker at some point this season. Or at some point in this game, rather. I'm waiting for him to drop the ball when he's not meant to or whatever. I think that quality, that passing ability out wide might be the difference. I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. It stings, man. It really, really stings. Really, really stings. I feel like we have had enough opportunities to have taken the lead. Oh, my God. I feel like we have had enough opportunities to take the lead when it was 1-1. Played our way back into the game. Created some good chances. Maybe not enough chances, but created some good chances. Arsenal started mass producing XG from corners. McAllister, can he be the hero in the North London derby? No, he can't. Not yet, he can't anyway. Full time is 2-1 to Arsenal, and I'm deflated, to be honest with you. Absolutely deflated. I feel like that should have been 3 points. I feel like that should have been a dub, and it wasn't. I'm going to go do some deadline day stuff now. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll be back for the next one, where I anticipate we will most likely be playing Chelsea and Manchester United potentially. On Chelsea and West Ham, I would say, actually. And then I'll do Man United and Man City in a separate episode. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.